With this one, we're asked to solve this equation, and this equation has matrices within it. And what we're trying to do is determine what the value of y is. Well, if we took it and acted like it was a normal one-step equation, let's look at an example here. If it were just simply y plus 6 equals 11, in order to get y all by itself, what we would end up doing is subtracting 6 from both sides. Well, we've got a similar process right here. I've got a y plus, and then it gives me a whole matrix is equal to this other matrix. So in order to get y all by itself, this is still just addition. So essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to subtract both sides this matrix right here. Okay, so we're going to subtract the matrix on the left-hand side here from both. And the reason why we're subtracting it from both sides, first of all, you have to do it to both sides in order not to change the value of the equation. But when we do this, we subtract it. When we subtract these two, that ends up just canceling, so those are gone. So I'm left with just a y equals whatever this value is right here. Okay, and so we're going to end up, this is a 2 by 2 matrix subtracted by a 2 by 2 matrix, so it's going to end up with a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so let's kind of take it and let's go pretty much one step at a time here. And our first step is just to combine the upper left-hand portions of each matrix. Okay, so basically what that means is we've got this one in the upper left-hand corner and this one in the upper left-hand corner, so we're going to combine those two together. When we do this, it's a subtraction here, so we cannot forget to subtract everything here on the bottom. So we've got a -1 minus 5. So then I'll just write that, and notice both of those two are in the upper left-hand corner of their respective matrix. So I'm going to place them, the answer, in the upper left-hand corner. Okay, so we do that. That's -1 minus 5, and that's pretty much all that we've got there. The next one is I'm going to change it. I'm going to combine the upper right-hand corner here. I've got a -12 and a -10. Remember, though, it is subtraction. We've got a subtraction sign here. So it's going to be -12 minus -10. Okay, and that's going to be in our upper right-hand corner because these two were both in our upper right-hand corner. Okay, now let's see here. We're going to combine the ones in the lower left-hand corner. So -9 minus -9. That will go right here in the lower left-hand corner. And finally, we need to combine also the ones in the lower right-hand corner. So -7 minus -10. So the big thing here, and what a lot of students mess up on, is they forget to distribute this negative sign to basically everything inside here. I just take each one of them one at a time, -1 minus 5, and I just write it just like that. Now what we're trying to do here is we've just got to simplify all of this. -1 minus 5, we've got to simplify that one, and that will belong in the upper left-hand corner. This one here, -7 minus -10, that will belong in the lower right-hand corner. So this is our answer on this one. So remember, -1 minus 5 gives us -6. -12 minus -10, that's the same thing as -12 plus 10, which gives us -2. -9 minus -9 gives us -9 plus 9, which is 0. And then -7 minus -10 is the same thing as -7 plus 10. So our answer on that one would be simply 3. Essentially, all we're doing is we're combining these whatever their location is on their original matrix, that we're going to combine those two together, and they're going to stay in that location for your answer. And that is what y equals.